So one of the questions I get asked all the time is, do I read my manga? And the answer is yes, sort of. I do read most of my manga. I probably read like 93% of my manga. I'll explain it for you guys that are new here that may not know how I collect my manga. I like to treat my manga not as something that I just enjoy and read, but also kind of like preservation of manga. I have a lot of old manga that is in my collection that I take a lot of pride in, as evidenced by one of my favorite sets, which is the Knights of the Zodiac. But there are manga that are in my collection that I have zero plans to read because the genre just has no interest to me. Best example I could give you is something like Uran High School Host Club. I know a lot of people like this manga. I tried to read the first volume. I completely gave up on it. I'm just not into rom-com style mangas, you know, and I understand that there are people out there that do like that kind of thing, and that's perfectly fine. I collect it just to preserve it, to have it in my collection, but I'm just not an avid reader of that kind of manga. There are some slice of life manga that I do enjoy, but that's a hit or miss for me also. Obviously, like my shonen manga, I like isekais, I like horror style manga. I have a lot of horror manga, by the way. Absolutely love horror manga. One of my favorite by far to read. But that doesn't mean that if I can snag a really good deal on something that I may not necessarily read, I do tend to pick it up just to preserve it, because if it's a good deal, why not? Hopefully that answers your question about whether or not I read my manga. The short-term answer is about 92% of it, maybe a little bit more than that. Any other questions, you guys can leave in the comments down below.